Hello, I'm Mrs. S from Steps to Success Maths. In this video, we're working through direct and inverse proportion for GCSE Higher Maths. We're starting with the easiest and going through to the hardest exam question. Pause the video, have a go, and we'll go through it together step by step. Y is directly proportional to X. Y equals 35 when X equals 5. Work out the value of Y when X is 12. So Y is directly proportional to X. We use this fish symbol, Y proportional to X. Then we replace the proportion sign with equals K. So Y equals KX. K is just a constant, a number that we need to find. Now we're going to use the information given in the question to find the value of K. So Y is 35 when X is 5. 35 equals K times 5, and I'm going to write that as 5K. Now I'm going to solve the equation, dividing both sides by 5. 7 equals K. Now I'm going to rewrite my Y equals KX equation. Y equals 7x. And now I'm going to answer the question. Work out the value of Y when X is 12. So using Y equals 7x and X is 12. Y equals 7 times 12, which is 84. Y is directly proportional to the square of X. When Y is 100, X is 5. Work out the value of Y when X is 9. So Y is proportional to X squared. Replace the proportion sign with equals K. Y is equal to KX squared. Let's put in the information we know so that we can find K. Y is 100. 100 equals K times, use a bracket, 5 squared. Work out the 5 squared. 100 equals 25K. Divide by 25 on both sides so that we get K is equal to 4. Now rewrite the rule, the formula you've created. Y is equal to, we know K is 4, 4x squared. And we're going to use this to answer the question. We're told that X is 9 and we want to find Y. Y is equal to 4 times 9 squared. 4 times 81, which is 324. P is inversely proportional to Q. When P equals 3, Q equals 80. Work out the value of P when Q is 120. So this time it's inversely proportional. So P is proportional to 1 over Q. It's important to use 1 over when we talk about inversely proportional. And now we're going to replace our inverse proportion with our K. So Y equals K over Q. Now we're going to put in the values we know. P is 3, Q is 80. 3 equals K over 80. We want to get rid of this divide by 80, so multiply by 80. 3 times 80 is 240, and that's K. Rewrite our rule. P equals the value of K, which is 240 over Q. Now use it to answer the question. Work out the value of P when Q is 120. P equals 240 over 120, which is equal to 2. Y is inversely proportional to the cube of X. When Y equals 0.5, X equals 10. Work out the value of Y when X equals 5. Y is inversely proportional, so Y, fish sign, 1 over, and this time it's the cube of X, so X cubed. Replace the proportion symbol with equals K. Y equals K over X cubed. Use the values we're given. Y is 0.5. 0.5 is equal to k over x is 10, 10 cubed. 0.5 equals k over 1,000. Multiply both sides by 1,000 to find the value of k. K is equal to 0.5 times 1,000, which is 500. Now rewrite it. Y is equal to, we know k is 500 over x cubed. Now let's answer the question. What's y when x is 5? Y is equal to 500 over 5 cubed. So 500 over 125, which is 4. Y is equal to 4. Y is inversely proportional to the square root of x. Y is equal to 2 when x is equal to 4. Work out the value of y when x is 64. So y is proportional to 1 over the square root of x. Y is equal to k over the square root of x. Use the values. Y is 2, x is 4. 2 equals k over root 4. 2 equals k over 2. Multiply both sides by 2. 4 is equal to k. Rewrite it. Y is equal to 4 over the square root of x. And now we know that x is 64. Y is equal to 4 over root 64, which is 4 over 8, which is a half. But because the square root of 64 could also be negative 8, we could also have y equals 4 over negative 8, which is negative a half. The number of days D to complete an excavation is inversely proportional to the number of archaeologists A who are working. The excavation takes 125 days with 16 archaeologists working. Work out how many archaeologists it will take to complete the excavation in 80 days. So D is inversely proportional to the number of archaeologists. So D is proportional to 1 over A. D is equal to K over A. We know it's 125 days when there are 16 archaeologists. So 125 equals K over 16. And if we multiply both sides by 16, 125 times 16 is 2,000, and that equals K. Now we'll write our rule down again. D is equal to K, which is 2,000 over A. And we want to know how many archaeologists it will take to complete the excavation in 80 days. So 80 is equal to 2,000 over A. Multiply by A, so it's not as a fraction. 80A is equal to 2,000, and now divide by 80. A is equal to 25. X and Y are positive numbers. Y is proportional to the square of x. Work out the values of A and B. Okay, so it's a little bit of a different format, but it's the same steps. Y is proportional to x squared. Y is equal to kx squared. If we look at the table, we've got x is 2 when y is 14. So we can use that to find the value of k. 14 equals k times 2 squared. 14 is equal to 4 times k, and divide it by 4, k is 3.5. So y is equal to 3.5x squared. Now let's look at the table. When x is 5, so y is equal to 3.5 times 5 squared, which is 3.5 times 25, which is 87.5. So A is 87.5. And now let's find B. So y equals 3.5x squared. we know y is 171.5, and that's equal to 3.5x squared. So if we divide by 3.5, we've got 49 is equal to x squared. And if we square root our answer, we get x is equal to 7. We don't have to include the negative 7 this time because it says in the question that they are positive numbers. So B is 7. The table shows pairs of values for x and y. Tick the correct statement. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick for doing this. You're going to compare the x and the y. So we do 45 divided by 3 is 15, and 80 divided by 4 is 20. Now, the answer is not the same, and for it to be proportional, directly proportional, that would be the same. So now we try it with the squareds. So we do 45 over 3 squared, so 45 over 9, that's 5. And then we do 80 over 4 squared, so that's 80 over 16, and that's also 5. So that tells us the relationship is y is directly proportional to x squared. If that hadn't worked, we could have tried it for x cubed. Now we're going to write a formula for y in terms of x. So we know it's directly proportional to x squared. So y equals kx squared. We know when y is 45, x is 3. 45 equals k times 3 squared. 45 equals 9k, so k is 5. So the formula is y equals 5x squared. You might notice that the constant we found in part A is the 5 we use in part B. This is quite a tricky topic. So that you can keep practicing, I've linked a free worksheet with worked solutions. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'm covering all of GCSE Maths, so you don't want to miss any of my videos.